Do you find Christmas to be a lonely time of year? Do you feel sad around this time, mourning passed on loved ones, people that are no longer with you? Oftentimes at Christmas, we do grieve. We spend the holidays sad. Why aren't our loved ones with us anymore? Grieving that we've lost people. But we have to remember, our loved ones have not really died. They've just changed form. They're always with us. We can spend every minute of every day speaking with them or paying tribute to them. And I know they wouldn't want us to be sad around this time of year. They would want us to remember that they are always here. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. I know what this season is like. We often lose family members close to Christmas. Or even if we don't, we spend Christmas mourning them. We spend Christmas very sad, wishing they were here. And that's lovely, but they wouldn't want us to be sad. They'd want us to continue with the happiness because Christmas is such a magical season. And when we're in depression or sadness or grief, we can't experience the magic and miracles around us because we're in this constant state of sadness. And I used to live like this. Every Christmas, I was depressed. Every Christmas, I was sad. Every Christmas, I just wanted to get through it. And I missed out on such magical opportunities because I was in a Scrooge mentality. Always, always sad. And I spent this is my second Christmas now on my own. And it is lonely when you aren't around people that you want to be with. But you have to learn to embrace what you do have and find the happiness in the little things. I have my fur babies. I'm so happy to have them. I'm so lucky to have them. But we're never actually truly alone. And we have to remember this. And I remember years ago, the last time I went to my granny's grave, I don't visit my granny's grave anymore because she's not there. I walked out of that graveyard and this was before I realized, before I awakened, before I started to transform, I always saw death as final. I was afraid of death. I was afraid that it was the end. I was thought when somebody died, they were gone. But the last time I visited my granny's grave, I walked out of there and I was like, she's not there. She's right beside me as I'm walking out. Why am I going to somewhere that's sad to pay tribute to her? And I was like, I can pay tribute to her every day of the week without having to go to her grave. I can pay tribute to her by speaking to her and seeing her messages that she sends me. And this happens with my other passed on loved ones as well. I'm like, they're not gone. And I get, this is why we need to open our eyes. They're giving us messages all the time. So if you get a little reminder of your passed on loved one, that's them sending you a message. If you hear a song or smell something that reminds you of them, they're sending you a message. And the little brush, I'm getting these so much lately. The little brush on the top of the head or the little brush on the arm, that's them. And I got a cat lately and cats are so spiritual. And anytime I take a picture or a video of my cat, there'll be an orb in it because there's spirits everywhere. And I know my house is divinely protected because a shamanic practitioner walked in one day and he could see I was connected to the angelic realm. But my cat has been going crazy the last couple of days. She's looking up at the sky or, up at the ceiling and she's meowing continuously at nothing. And I was just like, at first I was frustrated. But then I was like, oh yeah, she's seeing spirits. So I started recording around the place and it's like shooting stars going around the place. There's spirits going around my house like this, everywhere on the camera. And I'm like, wow, they really are here. I felt the presence of my passed on loved ones more so around this season because I was feeling a little bit alone. And as I said, I'm feeling those touches everywhere. And to actually see proof on my camera that my house is filled with them at the moment shows that they're here for extra protection and extra love around this season. So we have to trust that. You know what I mean? You're never, ever truly alone. And this is why we should stop. We don't need to mourn the passing of our passed on loved ones. We need to celebrate that we knew them, that we were related to them, that we had them in our lives. Death is not final. It's a transformation. We're all spiritual beings living a human experience. They just finished with their bodies. That's all they did. They didn't go anywhere. They just finished with their bodies and changed form. We mightn't be able to see them physically, but we can feel them. And this is why we have to look out for the messages. If you see a feather or a butterfly or a robin. All of these could be signs from your passed on loved one that they're with you. As I said, we dismiss like a little touch on our head as if it's a breeze. We dismiss a touch on our arm or a movement in the house as just, we find a logical explanation. But around this time of year, the spirits are stronger, especially since Halloween and the All Souls Day. We can feel them more. But because Christmas is about family, and especially if you're spending it on your own or just with your fur babies, they're here for extra comfort. They're here to tell you that you're not alone and not to be sad. I speak to my passed on loved ones, and there's nothing wrong with that because they speak back, in different messages or through different songs or smells or touches. They're always connecting with us. We can get into this bubble of sadness and not see that. We're in this dark cloud and we're like, oh, they're gone, and we'll never see them again. No, you might not see them in their physical body that they left behind, but you will see them again in their different form, if you believe. So ask yourself these questions. Like anytime you are reminded, even just reminded, if your passed on loved one comes popping into your head, that's them saying hello. Have a conversation with them. Speak with them. Tell them you love them. And know that they're with you. They're never, ever that far away. So instead of seeing the holiday season as a time of sadness, rejoice at the fact that you got to spend that time with these people. Rejoice at how they transformed your life when they were here. Rejoice at the fact that they're still with you now. They're still here telling you that they love you. You just need to wake up to that. You're not alone. They are right beside you every step of the way. And this is not just at Christmas. This is all through the year. And we live in this bubble, into this box that we don't believe in the spiritual. We don't believe that death isn't final. And we get locked into this sadness, this grief, that we're never going to see these people again. Yes, you are. Just in a different form. This body is temporary. This body isn't real. Our heart and our soul lives on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So these people are never gone. They are always, always with you. So trust that. So this is just a quick message today to help you to see that you're not alone this week. This is Christmas week. Your loved ones are with you always. Remember that. Keep an eye out for those signs and synchronicities. Even turn your flash on your camera if you're starting to feel that energy around you. Because even my Bluetooth won't work sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Like literally, I'm starting to understand now why my Bluetooth is not working. Because there's so much energy going around my house. And that's with the flares, and it's with the transitions and the retrograde and all that as well. But, now I'm not pissed off at the Bluetooth because I'm like, sure, how's it going to work when there's spirits all around the place interfering with all the energy? It's not. So this is it. Keep an eye on your signs, and the signs and synchronicities that are coming around that are reminding you of your loved ones, because they are with you all the time. Know this, and it's so magical. Yeah, and as I said, get your camera out, turn your flash on, and play a video. If you're starting to feel this energy, play a video around your house, and just wait. Like, be patient. They always, when I do a video, it takes them at least about 60 seconds before they'll start playing with me. And then they're just, and I've seen ours before, but these are coming left, right, and centre. I've got videos there, and they're just flying around, and it's just like, oh my God, they're with me, they're with me, they're with me. So this is actually, can be really exciting to know that they're always there to help and guide you. They're always there to protect you. You're never, ever truly alone, especially around this magical season. So keep an eye on those signs. Keep an eye on those synchronicities, because you are never, ever truly alone at Christmas.